We're going to talk about a subject today that I was in 48 hours ago. That was in Military Times. They were talking about the military suicides outpacing society, and they're trying to nail down why. There are several factors, but I'm going to read a couple statements here. Can you please subscribe to that subscribe button there to your right or left? Subscribe button. Please hit that so I can keep you information coming your way. But one of the things someone stated, they won't even give a name who stated this, make this comment, this quote particularly, but it says military life is exhausting, and the high operational tempo limits time for reflection, according to this particular report. Further, the dominant masculine identity that pervades the military is one that overwhelmingly favors machoism and toughness. Asking for help during trauma or suicidal ideations then is necessarily at odds with military culture. Acknowledging mental health illness is likely to be viewed as a sign of weakness and a potential threat to their careers. Um, well, that's very important there because again, it kind of goes hand in hand with MST. Uh, they don't want to say anything because it may ruin their careers. But the operational tempo for the last 20 years has been very high. I think the black swan in the room, the dark horse in the room, no one talks about is the downsizing of your senior leaders, the ones that you kind of force out because they become too somewhat expensive. And again, at the military, you're working on a budget. You can only push these people out. But when you push those senior leaders out, whether they're officers or senior enlisted gentlemen, once you push them out, you have a void there of experience, and you expect someone 19 or 22 or 23 to step up to that. Yes, that individual can probably do a 300 PT. Got it. It might. I wasn't worried about 300 PT at that point. But my thing is to be available to accomplish the mission. So availability is very important, and so that's one reason I can see why senior leaders or field grade officers don't want to get help because they're worried about their careers. Man, I totally get it, and I hope one day we can have a command that genuinely and truly and that are very authentic in helping those individuals that has been on multiple deployments that may be having family issues or this that tends to spill over into their professional issues. But but it's go 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 go. It's go 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 till we run you to the ground, and then we can't use you anymore. We need to change that mentality where people can go get the help they need. I was one of those people. It was brought to my attention. Hey, you know, you really got some issues. You go get solved on. It wasn't from within the branch. It was after I left. The ones brought to my attention. But yeah, I wasn't that bad. I didn't think I was that bad, but I had some bad habits actually. Okay, and it goes down to say the military needs to promote help-seeking attitudes and frame them positively. Accordingly, medical screenings for PTSD, TBI, depression, and suicidal ideations must be universal, communicated across all channels, and taken seriously. The polytraumas and repeated TBIs are commonplace and should motivate changes in how service members are redeployed. Well, the problem with that is no one's knocking the door down to go in the military. None of the branches are meeting the numbers. So therefore, you have a strain on the personnel that you do have. You have to try to figure out how to get them, deployed, mobilized. So what they started doing in the early 2000s was they started splicing units or they made the brigade combat teams. They made it seem like it was more than what it was. It wasn't. Same amount of people, even less amount of people, because you had those that didn't deploy for whatever reason, couldn't deploy. Maybe their job didn't depend. Maybe they didn't have to deploy for their particular job. So there are different factors that come into place. But the main thing about this particular article is it's just the military is outsourced, is outdoing the military, the civilian sector in the area of suicides. It's a very hard subject to talk about. Attended a lot of training. I gave a lot of training on that. And I had one soldier, Gage Selling, may he rest in peace. Gage Schilling, may he rest in peace. Young soldier I had at Fort Hood. Uh, he didn't do it on my watch. I was in Korea, got the phone call. Gentleman had committed suicide. And everything I do, uh, I keep those soldiers in mind because of what they helped me accomplish to be the best I can be. Um, Wallace, a former 13 Bravo friend of mine who was blown up with an IED in Afghanistan. So all this stuff stays with you. My roommate at Fort Bragg, Corporal James Earl, in 1993 committed suicide. He went home and hung himself. Never forget Corporal Herman. Again, these things stay with you, when we have to process that. Now, that's just three people from my experience. I might have a lot more, but those are soldiers whom I work with, had contact with on a daily basis, whom are no longer here. And again, this is one of my reasons for running for county judge, Tarrant County judge. I want to make sure veterans know who the veterans are in their community, so they'll always have someone to talk to. And if they don't have no one to talk to, they can look to Byron Bradford, the county judge, and say, "Hey, judge, I need to talk to you." And I'm definitely gonna leave my door open for that. All right. Do me a favor again, hit that subscribe button. Thank you for your time. Have a great day.